Hello and welcome to the Digley Reservoir circuit. This great route is another one taken from the book Dark Peak Trails by Jon Barton. I will add a link in the description below to the book. As you can see from the map, the route starts out at the south car park of Digley Reservoir. Heading out of the car park, we turn left and follow the road across the reservoir wall. We then take a left at the junction and start the first climb of the day. Once you have crested the top of the hill, follow the road until you reach the junction with the A635. Turn left and then follow the road for 400 metres. You will then see a right onto a bridle path which will take you on a fast descent down to Royd Bridge. At the road, turn left and look for a bridleway heading right. Go past the farms and through the gate onto Wild Moorland. Climb and then descend the track back to the A635. At the road, follow it right for 15 metres and look for a track on your left going down the hill. Follow this track down and left until you reach the road again and take the last descent on your way back to Digley Reservoir, then over the bridge and back to the car park. Turning left at the first junction of the day, you'll see a hill rising before you. It's a good one, between 8 and 10%, and will get you ready for what's to come. Most of the routes that we plan give you plenty of warm-up time before you hit the first hill of the day. Unfortunately, this one's straight out the car park. While you're climbing, continue straight across at any junctions you get to. This climb does seem to go on for a bit, however it will get you nice and warm by the time you reach the top. We're nearly there now. Get to have a rest and wait for everyone else to catch up. Once you do reach the top, it's an easy freewheel down to the A635. At the junction with the A635, expect to turn left. Although it wasn't so busy when we were riding on it, the A635 can be busy at times, so be careful. After quickly checking the route, we head off along the bridle path to the right. This first right of way is quite easy going with the only occasional bit of loose surface. That right of way then gives way to this one, which is obviously a path less well travelled. Here's Sarah chasing Phil down the hill. It's a long descent down to Royd Bridge over some rough terrain. I can honestly say my legs and wrists were quite fatigued by the time I got to the bottom. As you can see by the water on the lens, by the time we finished this descent it started to rain. Once we had regrouped, we turned left and went up the road, yet another climb to try out.
pushing? I can't see below, John. Okay.
You can be forgiven for pushing up some of the hills, they are quite nasty. We had a quick break to regroup here, and then we carry straight on up the path to a gate which takes us onto wild moorland. The moorland path beyond this gate was quite difficult to ride in the wet, so some pushing needed to be done. Eventually you'll reach the top of the moorland and there'll be a gate. Going through the gate gives you a quick descent back down to the A635. The surface on the descent is quite good, all things considered, so you can get some speed up on the descent. Once you reach the main road again, you turn right. Travelling for just a short distance on the road, you'll notice a bridle path to your left. Turn down here. Once you've turned left and gone through the gate, you get onto another bridleway that's got a reasonable surface. While continuing down the descent, you'll notice that the surface changes to these paving stones. These can be very slippery when wet, as we found out. Although wet and slippery, they were still manageable. This is the last piece of off-road terrain we have to cover. Any second now we'll reach a gate which will take us to the road and then a descent down to Digley Reservoir. So, while we're doing the last descent, let's get over and do the scores. The route should take between 2 and 3 hours if you are taking it steady and taking in all the views. We awarded time taken just 3 wheels. The distance is relatively short, under 10 miles, so we only awarded the distance covered 1 wheel out of 5. The terrain is difficult going in some places with 8 to 10% climbs. A nasty climb right at the beginning puts you off straight away. The terrain we scored at 4, we had a bit of moaning amongst the group members who hadn't put in many miles this year, so I wouldn't recommend the route for absolute beginners. This route contains some technical features to overcome, including variable terrain surfaces, narrow paths and avoiding ruts in trails. Overall we awarded technical difficulty 3 wheels. This area of Yorkshire is not well known for cycling, so don't expect to meet lots of cyclists as you follow the route. However, it is well worth making the trip out to Digley Reservoir at least once. The route is fantastic and again we get to experience some wild moorland. The route could have been improved only if the weather had held off. This is a great next step for you after visiting trail centres. We gave an overall score of 3 wheels out of 5 for this ride. If you have any questions about this route, please use the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like and share. And if you want to see more of our cycle routes, then please subscribe. If you would like to see another one of our videos right away, then there is a selection on the screen for you now. So, until next time, thanks for watching the video and stay safe on those trails.